Okay, we're back in business with a standard camera. And I thought what I'd do is I kept some of the stuff on the table here as stuff that I typically actually carry with me when I actually do go to a drone shooting. I want to go flying. I want to take stuff with me. And even a couple things that I don't typically take. Like, a lot of the times I don't take the car charger. I should, to be honest, because if I am away from home for a long period of time, it allows me to at least get an extra battery charge. However, the Mavic Pro Platinum has such a good battery life, I have yet to go through 3 batteries in a single sitting. So, but if I was going for a longer trip, I definitely would take it. But I thought what I'd do is I'd get the camera a little bit closer so you can actually see the bag, the inguts, and how I actually would load this up myself. And we'll kind of just load it up with a traditional day's work so it's not so heavy. But let's bring the video in more. Okay, so right off the bat on the back of the bag, there is a tablet holder. And while we're sitting here, I'm going to go ahead and stick my tablet in there. So you can see that it holds a 10.5-inch iPad just fine. Obviously, if you get the huge 12-inch one, I don't know if that's going to fit so good, but the standard size iPads or smaller are definitely going to fit. Open it up, and you have your traditional dividers. Like I said, they give you an extra one, so you can actually, if you open this bag up, there is a full another one with some divider sleeves with it, looks like. I didn't know that was in there. But anyway, you can actually divide this up more if you'd like and add more little shelves in there or whatnot. So it gives you more options from what they give you here. This actually works pretty good for me, what I found so far. I did move one of these just a little bit ago, and all they are is if you just take one side off and then the other side off, they're just fully removable. Now these actually are placeable. You can actually do these like tabletop. So you actually have a DSLR, you can actually push it straight down in and have it actually rest on top of this. I'm going to more use it just to hold the drone, obviously, and the controller, and then whatever else I might take with me, I kind of just prop down the center. So in this case, what I've been doing is I've been actually placing the drone on one side. So in this case, I'm going to put that over here. And then I've just been putting the controller and maybe the tablet holder, that's usually what I've been doing at least, on the other side. So I have 2 compartments that I have the grab and go items that I kind of throw in the middle. So I just usually toss the batteries in there, maybe the charger in there as well. And it's just quick grab and go items. Now, like I said, there's plenty of room in here for a camera, for other things as well. It's just that for a day out with the drone, I don't need to carry all that stuff. There is a pocket in between the front pocket here, which actually has a closer on it, and the actual main section. And this is where you keep, where I typically keep actually like my propellers and stuff like that, I kind of put in here. If I had any extra cables, I would actually throw them in here as well. Extra micro SD card. There are actual slots, if you can see the 2 right there. I just kind of put it in one of those. There is a place actually for your keys or for anything else that you need to clip on here that you don't want to, you know, you actually make sure you don't want to lose. But that's the gist of it. Now, they do have side pouches here. These, I'm not the biggest fan of. I wish they were bigger, maybe more elastic. This is the 2 side pockets, I think, on this bag are where they actually failed a little bit. They're very small. They're very tight. I really like the design of the main component of the bag. I think maybe if I was to recommend something to them, it would be maybe adding a couple of high-strength magnets here so that when you close this, it actually holds itself shut. That would be maybe a small item, not a big item, because to be honest, when you close the full lid, it's not going to open up on it. It is quick and easy access. Of course, like I said, it is not watertight. So they give you a nice little rain cover. Now it packs up into its own little bag here. So if you actually shut the camera bag... Okay, sorry I had to redo this because I was just too close. So what you want to do to do the rain cover properly is go ahead and remove the rain cover altogether. So take the blue strap off of the red guy in here. It definitely holds onto it pretty good, that's for sure. So it just unvelcros and then slips out of it. Of course, if I was... Either way. Alright, so you can see that there are these red tabs with an elastic side, and then there's these clips as well. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to actually set the bottom of the bag basically down on the red hand side, so down on that side. So that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to set the bag in here, and then we're going to wrap it up and over. And now on the back side, so we actually put it underneath, so we have the top handle and we have the the shoulder strap. We're going to keep those out so we have actually access to those items. And then those red tabs, the clips essentially just clip into on both sides. So hopefully that shows better than the last time I did it. But that's how it's done. So you have still access to the handles and everything. The fabric itself is actually weather resistant, fully weather resistant. It's, even if it gets wet, it's not going to actually bleed through. But it is, you know, it's not fully waterproof. The rain cover, obviously, if it really comes to a downpour, that's when you want to get this out. For light rains and stuff like that, you really don't need to. Like I said, I haven't actually had it in any kind of real deep weather yet. But it does come with a rain cover, as I mean, a lot of high-end video photography bags do. So that's nice that they have that. And then, of course, like I said, just like when we took it out, it actually has its own little pouch that you just basically stuff the rain cover back in. Now you could fold it if you really want to, but I've always been a stuff sack kind of guy, so stuff it back in there, and then before you forget, highly recommended to just go ahead and Velcro it back on to the red loop in here so it's ready the next time you need it, and then just jam it down in here. Now, one last item that I didn't really cover real quick is the lid. So as you can see, we have these Velcro items that are awesome. Actually, it keeps it closed really good, but they're really big, and that's the big thing. However, being a camera bag, these guys in the camera company, they thought of a lot of things. They have what they call their sound silencers, which, if we actually remove and put those back over, these basically cover up all the Velcro. So if you're in a situation that you don't want to make a whole lot of noise, for a photography aspect, you can close the cover and have quick access to your bag without worrying about the ripping of Velcro every time you go to open it. Other things to consider is things that are actually kind of neat, like the top handle here is actually removable. So you can actually remove this handle if you don't want this. If it gets in your way more often than not, remove it. I'm usually a guy that doesn't keep these handles, but I kept it on for the review. The shoulder strap is what I usually go with. It does have non-stick items here on the shoulder strap, and it is fully adjustable on both sides of it as well. So they thought of a lot of things when they made this bag, and it also has a really awesome look to it. So I think I've hit most points with this bag. For a shoulder type bag, I really like it. It's if nothing else, it's one of the bags that you sit down and it doesn't fall over. That is a huge deal in my opinion. I don't like bags that fall over, and if they can, keep it open, you can just pull things in and out as you go. You don't have to worry about them tipping over on you. That's fantastic. There is a card holder here that you can basically put all your information if you lose it. You could also actually use this to store business cards, so that's also a nice little handy spot where you can just keep extra business cards in there. So they thought of a lot of things, and you can definitely tell that they're photographers because they thought of a lot of things that photographers would normally want. There is one last little pocket that I didn't show you, and that's on the back side here. There is a zippered pocket towards the back side. You probably saw the zipper, I just forgot to show you. That's for security items that you definitely need a zipper to keep shut, or maybe access things that you're not going to access constantly. But that is there in case you need it as well. So there's a lot of thought process into all the little pockets and everything. The only thing that I say is I wish that these were designed a little bit better, a little bit more stretch to them, I guess, more than anything else. They could keep the same fabric and maybe just add stretch sides to them a little bit, just so it could actually open and get something a little bit bigger in there. That's always a big thing. I'm not necessarily saying a water bottle, but water bottle size maybe. So that's my 2 cents on that specific item. Aside from that, they give you plenty of accessory and options to make the bag what you want it. And yeah, it's an awesome bag. On the back, like I said, the tablet size, I think they also say you can get a 11-inch MacBook or 11-inch MacBook Air in there. So that's pretty awesome as well. So you're not just situated with a tablet. A smaller laptop will also fit. So that is the Retrospective 7. I hope you found my video helpful. And if not, I definitely recommend checking out. Think Tank Photo does actually have a couple of photos on this bag, as well as its sister bag, the Retrospective 5, I believe is what it's called. They do offer it in a couple different colors. This is the They also have it in black, I think, is the other color they offered in. So, but that said, let me know what you think. Comment, subscribe, share the video. Let me know if you use anything that I didn't cover that I should have covered. And if nothing else, we'll catch you on a future video. We'll see you soon.